Welcome, journey back to an ancient ocean where the Megalodon reigned as the ultimate predator. For millions of years it was the apex hunter, so massive it could swallow a great white hole. But even titans have rivals. The prehistoric ocean was a battleground filled with other colossal hunters vying for dominance. The story of Megalodon is not just about supremacy, but about epic clashes with equally terrifying foes. Join us as we dive into the past to uncover the battles that shaped the ancient seas. Now let us begin our descent. As we delve into the ancient oceans, preparing to meet some of the most formidable predators that ever lived, we must first acknowledge the titans that truly dominated their eras. Our first contender, Leviathan melvillei, a name that echoes with the power and mystery of the deep. This wasn't just any whale. It was a Miocene-era apex predator, a true leviathan that commanded respect and instilled fear in its domain. Imagine a creature of immense size and power, dwarfing even some of the largest marine animals of today. Unlike modern sperm whales, which primarily feed on squid in the inky depths, Leviathan had a very different menu. It hunted other whales, not squid, establishing itself as one of the ocean's most formidable macro-predators. Its teeth were not mere pegs for gripping slippery prey. They were weapons, each one over a foot long. Thick, deeply rooted daggers designed for shearing flesh and bone with brutal efficiency. These teeth tell a story of a predator built for taking down large, powerful prey. Beyond its formidable dentition, some paleontologists believe its spermaceti organ, a structure found in the heads of modern sperm whales, could have been used as a battering ram, a biological weapon capable of delivering devastating blows. This would allow it to stun prey, disorienting them before delivering a fatal bite with its massive jaws. Leviathan's bite was catastrophic, a force of nature unleashed upon its unfortunate victims. Imagine the pressure exerted by those jaws, its jaws capable of crushing skulls and tearing massive chunks from the bodies of its victims. A truly terrifying prospect for any creature sharing its waters. In the Miocene seas, Leviathan and Megalodon, two of the largest predators ever to exist, shared territory and prey, creating a dynamic and dangerous ecosystem. This overlap in habitat and diet inevitably led to violent confrontations, clashes between titans that would have shaken the very foundations of the ocean. When these titans met, the ocean became an arena. It was a battle of size, pure, unadulterated mass against mass, intelligence, a crucial factor in any fight for survival, and raw power, the ability to inflict devastating damage. Megalodon, with its immense size and powerful jaws, often ambushed from below using its element of surprise, but Leviathan fought back with mammalian cunning, utilizing its intelligence and bone-shattering jaws to defend itself and counterattack. Fossil evidence shows whale bones bearing the unmistakable marks of giant shark teeth, hinting at these epic duels, silent testaments to the brutal reality of their existence. Sometimes a young or wounded Megalodon, weakened and vulnerable, might fall prey to Leviathan. Other times the shark, with its superior size and ambush tactics, would successfully attack the whale. Their rivalry was more than just competition for food. It was a deadly arms race, a constant push for evolutionary advantage, shaping the evolution and behavior of both predators, driving them to become even more formidable killers. Leviathan was a warm-blooded, intelligent killer, a thinking predator in a world of giants, a true equal to Megalodon, a testament to the power and diversity of life in the Miocene oceans. In the grand theater of the Miocene, where giants clashed and survival was a daily struggle, Leviathan was one of the few that could challenge the star, Megalodon, and perhaps even steal the scene, proving that in the ancient oceans, anything was possible. Let's journey even further back in time, beyond the familiar landscapes of more recent epochs. Travel further back to the Eocene epoch, a period of dramatic environmental change and the rise of some truly remarkable creatures, where Basilosaurus ruled the warm, shallow seas. These ancient waters teemed with life, but Basilosaurus was undoubtedly the king. This whale, more serpent than giant in its overall form, possessed an elongated body unlike any whale we know today. It stretched up to 60 feet in length, a truly colossal creature for its time. Imagine encountering this behemoth in the ancient oceans. And it moved with sinuous grace, its body undulating through the water with an almost serpentine motion. This unique form of locomotion made it a formidable predator. Basilosaurus had differentiated teeth, a key characteristic that set it apart from many other marine animals of its time. Conical teeth were positioned in the front of its mouth, perfect for grabbing and piercing prey, while serrated teeth lined the back, ideal for slicing and tearing flesh. This dental arrangement made it a versatile and deadly hunter, capable of tackling a wide range of prey. It preyed on fish of all sizes, sharks, even those that might have seemed intimidating, and even other marine mammals, including, shockingly, its own kind. Cannibalism was not unheard of in the harsh realities of the prehistoric seas. Its long, flexible body allowed it to pursue prey with incredible agility through swamps and reefs, navigating complex underwater environments with ease. This agility allowed it to outmaneuver less agile predators, securing its place at the top of the food chain. Basilosaurus was the first cetacean to truly dominate the ocean's food web, establishing a new era of whale dominance. It was a pioneer, setting the stage for future whale predators and shaping the evolution of marine ecosystems. At this time, early odontid sharks, the ancestors of the mighty Megalodon, were present, but they were generally mid-level predators, not yet the apex predators they would later become. In fact, they were sometimes even prey for Basilosaurus, a testament to the whale's power and dominance. This era flipped the script on the traditional ocean hierarchy, a complete role reversal. Whales, not sharks, were the apex predators, ruling the seas with an iron, or rather, a blubbery fist. The reign of Basilosaurus forced sharks to evolve and adapt, facing new pressures and challenges in their struggle for survival. This pressure pushed them to grow larger and more formidable, initiating an evolutionary arms race that would eventually lead to the rise of Megalodon. Basilosaurus stands as a ghostly rival to Megalodon, a reminder of a time when the ocean's power dynamics were vastly different. It represents a time when whales ruled the seas, carving out their own empire in the prehistoric oceans. And it serves as a powerful reminder that the title of apex predator is always up for grabs, constantly shifting with the tides of evolution. Now to the late Cretaceous, where Mosasaurus, the sea dragon, dominated the oceans. Not a dinosaur, but a giant marine lizard. Mosasaurus reached up to 50 feet and was a master of predation. Its jaws were lined with sharp teeth and a second set of pterygoid teeth, ensuring prey could never escape. Mosasaurus ate anything it could overpower: turtles, plesiosaurs, even sharks. It was the apex predator of its time, a global phenomenon. Though it lived millions of years before Megalodon, Mosasaurus set the standard for marine super-predators. Imagine a battle: Megalodon's raw power versus Mosasaurus's agility and inescapable grip. The extinction of mosasaurs at the end of the Cretaceous left a power vacuum, paving the way for giant sharks to rise. Mosasaurus was the original king of the abyss, its legacy haunting the seas and setting a fearsome benchmark for all who followed. In the Cretaceous seas of Australia and South America, Kronosaurus, a pliosaur, reigned supreme. Built for power, not grace, Kronosaurus was over 30 feet long, with a massive skull and crushing bite. Its 4 powerful flippers gave it explosive speed and maneuverability, making it a relentless hunter. Kronosaurus preyed on anything it wanted, including other marine reptiles and even its own kind. Fossil evidence shows it attacked and killed other giant plesiosaurs. Unlike Megalodon's ambush tactics, Kronosaurus was a brawler, engaging in brutal, prolonged struggles. In a hypothetical clash, Kronosaurus's agility and crushing jaws would face off against Megalodon's mass and slicing teeth. The pliosaur's dominance ended before the rise of mosasaurs, illustrating the ever-shifting balance of oceanic power. Kronosaurus represents a different path to apex status. A king from an earlier dynasty, whose rule paved the way for new giants. Imagine a world ruled by giants, where the oceans teemed with creatures beyond our wildest imaginations. In the late Jurassic period, the cold northern seas were ruled by something truly terrifying. A marine reptile so powerful, so immense, it earned the moniker Pliosaurus funke, Predator X. This wasn't just another predator, it was an apex hunter of unparalleled scale and ferocity. This pliosaur reached up to 42 feet, dwarfing even some of today's largest marine animals. To put that in perspective, that's longer than a city bus. Its massive size was matched by an equally impressive skull measuring over 6 feet long. This colossal head housed the tools of a perfect killing machine. And what a machine it was, boasting a bite force possibly unmatched in history. Scientists estimate its bite could generate forces exceeding even those of Tyrannosaurus rex. Its massive triangular teeth, some as long as daggers, were perfectly designed to crush bone. These weren't just teeth, they were instruments of destruction. With such weaponry, it could tear through any prey, no matter how armored or formidable. nothing was safe from the jaws of Predator X. Predator X was the undisputed apex predator of its ecosystem, ruling the Jurassic seas with an iron, or rather a bone-crushing grip. Its diet consisted primarily of other marine reptiles, including ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs, showcasing its dominance in the food chain. It was the Megalodon of its era, a true leviathan that instilled fear in every corner of the prehistoric ocean, achieving predatory perfection millions of years earlier than many other iconic predators, solidifying its place in the annals of prehistoric marine life. Imagine a battle between Pliosaurus funki and Megalodon, a clash of titans that would shake the very foundations of the ocean. It would pit the two most powerful bites in history against each other, a contest of raw power and predatory prowess. The Pliosaur's four-flipper drive, providing incredible speed and maneuverability, and bone-crushing jaws, a weapon of unparalleled destruction versus the shark's ambush tactics and serrated teeth, designed for tearing flesh with ruthless efficiency. A true clash of titans, a battle for supremacy in the prehistoric seas. Pliosaurus funki proves that the path to super predator was not unique to sharks. Nature often finds similar solutions to the same challenges. In fact, marine reptiles got there first, carving their own path to dominance long before the rise of the great sharks. The story of Megalodon is part of a larger saga of convergent evolution, a testament to the power of natural selection in shaping the ultimate predators. It's a story where different dynasties claimed the oceanic throne, each leaving their mark on the ever-evolving drama of life in the deep. The Megalodon's most intimate enemy was its own ancestor, Otodus chubutensis. This giant shark, up to 40 feet long, was nearly identical to Megalodon, but with subtle differences in its teeth. For a time, both species coexisted, hunting the same prey in the same waters. This was a family feud, direct competition for dominance. The slightest evolutionary edge, like Megalodon's more efficient teeth, could mean survival or extinction. The rivalry was merciless, with every hunt and territory fiercely contested. Ultimately, Megalodon outcompeted and replaced Chubutensis, a classic case of competitive exclusion. The greatest test Megalodon faced was defeating its own past, forging itself into the ultimate predator. Otodus chubutensis stands as the final, most personal enemy, a ghost from Megalodon's own family tree. The saga of Megalodon is one of struggle, competition, and succession. Every era, the ocean crowns a new champion, but the throne is never secure. From Mosasaurus to Leviathan, the sea has always produced rivals to test the king. Even Megalodon's greatest challenge came from within its own bloodline. These epic conflicts drove evolution, shaping the giants of the deep. Today, the seas are quieter, but the legacy of these titans lives on in the creatures that remain. The ocean remembers, and the story of Megalodon is a reminder that even the mightiest rulers must one day yield to time. The struggle for survival is eternal, and the echoes of these ancient battles still ripple through the deep.